Oh! Oh, he stopped it! Oh my goodness, round 5 TKO for Sheeraz. Oh my god, domination when he started throwing his hands. I'm telling you guys. Alright, what's going on, everybody? So, Berlanga versus Sheeraz just finished, and oh my god, what an incredible card. Almost every single fight was an absolute war the entire time. So I'll be going through all the fights and giving my overall thoughts on them. But real quick, before I get into the video, 96% of you guys aren't subscribed. So if you like pro boxing, influencer boxing, UFC content, I post 2 to 4 times a week on this channel at least. So make sure you guys subscribe. I appreciate you. First fight on the night was Tsumi, versus Ruiz. Alright, so I know Tsumi is like a massive prospect and he's been very hyped up, but I'm not going to lie to you, he looked very mid in this fight. Like, he started with heavy pressure the entire time, but Ruiz wasn't very good at all. I think that he should have finished him in round 1. He finished him in round 2. Like, oh, shocker, he looked so bad. He finished him in round 2. That's not what I'm saying. I just didn't think he looked very impressive. He landed a big straight right, and then Ruiz just quit. It wasn't even like a knockout shot or anything. He was just getting... It wasn't even close in skill level, and for the amount of skill level in between, I wasn't very impressed with him. So, I have a lot of fights to talk about, so I don't want to linger on this for too long, but yeah, Tsumi, I expected way more. He just didn't really perform, so that was a little disappointing. Let me know if you guys agree down below. Don't knock him out for a second. Oh, get up, please. Get up. Get up. Oh, fuck. I literally said don't knock him out for a second, and he did. Alright, next fight was Morel versus Kadiev. Now, this was an absolute war. Almost for no reason, which let me explain. Because Morel was staying long and it was outpointing Kadiev the entire first round. And then as the fight went on, he just decided to brawl with him. I don't know if he got tired early, but I don't know, because Kadiev was putting an unreal pressure on him. The early rounds were close. Round 4, Cat wins easy. I'm calling him Cat, by the way, because I don't want to say Kadiev every single time. Then Morel was doing incredible round 5, probably his best round the entire time. Then he gets dropped out of nowhere. Turkey, get off your phone. Oh my god! Overhand, god damn. Then I think Morel bounced back in the 6th and won that round. 7 was probably Kadiev. Oh yeah, then round 9, and then later on in the fight too, in the last round, Morel hurt Kadiev, but he just didn't go for the finish. He had to be exhausted or something because the pace of this fight was incredible. I think Kadiev should have won. I don't know if you guys, I've seen a lot of people say that online. He was playing the pressure the entire time, and it's not like he was missing shots most of the time. Morel was trading for almost no reason, like I said before, but I think he might have gassed his legs out early, maybe. But I'm not going to complain about it because it was an absolute war. Like a lot of these fights on the card seem to have that theme. So, great performance by Kadiev and Morel. I'm excited to see both of them fight. They both made a fan out of me. But, yeah, I think Kadiev should have won. I think Morel is more deserving of a win because he has more star power, but that doesn't matter. I think Kadiev won. Let me know if you guys agree down below.
95 to 94 for your winner.
I don't know. I would have to go through the rounds again. Now, talking about a fight that was the same pace the entire time. Holy shit. I'm talking about Puello versus Matthias. Now, round 1, like early on in the fight, Puello looked beautiful. He was slipping, even though he was against the ropes, he was slipping, landing his own shots, landing great counter shots. He was so sharp and active too. He wasn't like letting him work the entire time. He would throw his own combinations back. A lot like another fight on the card, which I'll get to in a bit, I think next. I would have hated to be a judge in this fight because they were both landing so often. But in my opinion, I think Puello was landing more, especially late in the fight. People were getting frustrated and booing because Puello started clinching and circling out. He kind of needed to at that point because he needed to work in space later in the fight for him to get those last rounds. And he was starting to get worked up against the ropes. I know the clinching is annoying, but it was pretty necessary in my opinion. Luckily, the ref started warning him later in the fight because it was getting a bit excessive near the end. Yeah, but let me know if you guys agree. I think Paul won the last couple rounds, and I think that should have won him the fight. Excuse me, gotta love acid reflex. But they gave it to Matthias, which the announcers were surprised from. I was surprised from. It was close enough. People keep saying robbery. It's not how it works. When it's a close fight, there is no such thing as a robbery. Especially in boxing, when you judge 12 rounds, especially in a fight like this, there were a bunch of give-me-take rounds. There were a ton of rounds that you could have gave to either fighter. So I'm not mad at it. They're both incredible. Turkey Al Sheikh, man, he's just making unreal matchups. The best matchups that we've seen. The best matchups. The best matchups in boxing. But yeah, this was a great fight. I think Puella should have got it, but Matthias won. It is what it is. I say rematch for this. That would be a great rematch. Let me know if you guys agree. Am I saying that at the end of all of these? We'll see. All right, now for the co-main event of the evenings. Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda. Holy shit, you guys better shut your mouths about Shakur Stevenson right now. In my last fight, I didn't think... In Shakur's last fight, I think he showed a little bit of this too. When he lets his hands go, he has incredible hand speed and combination punching. Incredible. Included with his defensive skills, he is nasty. Don't get me wrong. Early in the fight, Zepeda was able to trap him in the corner, and Shakur wasn't really able to go anywhere. And Zepeda was doing very well early in this fight. I think he could have won the first 2 rounds because just the activity, and he was landing more than later in the fight. But Shakur, he wasn't just standing there and countering. There were times where he would circle out and work in the middle of the ring, and he would throw back and he would initiate the conflict. It's something that we thought we would never see from Shakur, but he really proved us wrong in this. He really won me over in this fight. And here's the thing. Oh yeah, then a jab actually hurt Shakur in round 3. That was crazy because he like buckles a little bit. He dropped a little bit after a jab, and I was like, uh-oh. Because he was getting cornered a lot early. But as time went on, he was blocking more and more of the shots, I feel like, and he was just landing more. On paper, Zepeda threw way more punches and landed way more punches, but I think a ton of them landed on Shakur's block. And Shakur was landing 4 or 5 piece combinations late in the fight, just dribbling Zepeda's head around, and they were clean shots. And you can say that Zepeda was working too, but most of them were being defended by Shakur. Shakur is incredible. He showed in this fight that he's incredible offensively and defensively. It changes a lot when we talk about matchups against him and other fighters like Teofimo Lopez, where he really struggles to cut off the ring. If they end up making that fight at 140, that will be a ridiculous fight. We'll see about that. Him versus Tank would be crazy, but he's tied up with Roach and legal troubles right now, so that'll be way down the line. Round 8 was very close. And then round 9, Shakur just landed more shots, and as time went on, that was the exact same theme. Zepeda, don't get me wrong, he is an absolute warrior, and his fight style is very, very entertaining. He's like Pitbull Cruz. He just goes. He just needs to use his jab more, in my opinion. When he was using his jab early, that's when he was really catching Shakur. So this was an incredible fight, especially for Shakur Stevenson. This is definitely his best fight. If I hear anybody hate on Shakur after this fight, you could say he's a boring fighter still in general, but this was a good fight. You better at least say this was a great fight, because Shakur put on a great performance. Yeah, I want to see him against the top dogs, though, now. Shakur needs super fights. Let's see what happens for him, but what an amazing fight, and Shakur won me over with that. I'm not going to lie. Big time win for Shakur Stevenson. All right, now for the main event. Edgar Berlanga versus Hamzah Sheeraz. Oh, my Lord. All right, let me pace myself. So early, it was very patient, especially for Berlanga's standards. They were just battling for foot position the first 2 rounds, just trying to figure out each other's range for the most part. There were a couple exchanges early where Sheeraz was letting his hands go right away. I was like, yes, this is what I need. Just eventually, if he throws like this, he could really get him out of there. And, hey, I said round 9 finish. Round 5, man. All right, whoa, I'm getting ahead of myself. Round 4, he knocked down Berlanga brutally twice. Oh, shit! Oh. Oh! Down goes Berlanga again. As soon as Berlanga started opening up, trying to close the distance, he was just getting teed off on by Sheeraz. This is what I've been trying to say. Thank God, Sheeraz, you redeemed yourself in my eyes. I'm sorry. Well, Adama's fight was still criminal, but you did redeem yourself, my man. Congrats. Like, my congrats means a lot to you, I'm sure. But seriously, man, he is dangerous. He's one of the most dangerous boxers on the planet. I don't care what anybody says. You could call Berlanga shit. I know some people are going to do that. It's unfair. As soon as Sheeraz has his jab going and he's not just doing his jab, fuck, dude. Because he can sting you with his jab. And he can sting you with a ton of other shots, too. Because he wasted no time going into round 5. He smelled blood in the water and he finished Edgar Berlanga, knocking him down for the third and final time. Oh! Oh, he stopped it! Oh my goodness, round 5 TKO for Sheeraz. Oh my God, domination when he started throwing his hands. I'm telling you guys. Oh, wow, man. Now, what do we do with Sheeraz now? Because he went from losing to Adames. Probably a rematch with Adames. To be honest with you, he should do that because he has absolutely destroyed Berlanga. I think that Adames is probably a bit technically better than Berlanga. Unfortunately, I know I just said he's not shit, which he isn't. He's just a brawler, and a brawler versus Sheeraz is just not a good matchup. That's why I ultimately picked Sheeraz. It's just, if Berlanga was recklessly crossing the distance, he was going to get hurt. Because Sheeraz has power in both hands, and he's so long. It's just not fair. It's just not fair when you have that size advantage. So I think he should run back the Adames fight. Especially if he's going to fight like that, he could hurt Adames because Adames just goes. You just can't be scared. Hey, man, I said he needs to redeem himself, and I think he did. Let me know if you guys agree. I'm very excited to see him fight again now that he showed that he could be who I think he's going to be. He's one of my favorite boxers. I know he went from being a criminal to one of my favorite boxers, but his ability and his physical attributes is something I don't think, what? Is there anybody else in boxing that you say has unreal attributes and power like that? No. You can say that Tyson Fury has unreal reach and all that, but he never had like one punch knockout power, like absolutely devastating power like Sheeraz does. Jesus, man. Oh yeah, Daniel Dubois is probably a good argument, to be honest with you, but he's at heavyweight. Everybody's big as hell. But incredible performance by Sheeraz, man. I feel bad for Berlanga, but he got up. He really did, and he would have kept fighting after that third knockdown, but the ref just wasn't having it. Good choice, because he probably would have got swept out cold with the next one. But I'm very impressed with Sheeraz. He dominated Edgar Berlanga. I'm sure a lot of people didn't expect that. I kind of did, but I thought it was going to take more time. But they got into it fairly early. As soon as they got the foot positioning battle figured out, wraps. Absolute wraps. So, yeah, man, what an incredible card. I'm tired, and the Derek Lewis fight should be starting soon. Actually, let me check right now. This is a instant reaction video, so I can get away with not editing this part out, all right? I hope that this wasn't buffering and I missed something, because I'm trying to make it short. But while that loads, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that. Every single one matters since I'm still a small channel trying to grow. If you want to follow any of my socials, they're down in the description down below. I'm sorry that I'm kicking you guys out early, like rushing the outro of this video, but I'm tired. I'm still trying to make it short for this if there's a knockout. But thank you guys for listening to me yap like usual. God bless every single one of you. And peace out. His eye right away. Go for it. His eye's hurt. What are you doing? Oh, he dropped him. Oh my God. He faked the eye injury. Oh, he waved it off. Oh no, he's gonna pants the crowd. No, don't get naked.